Hi, I'm Teryl with Teryl Loy Enterprises. I have some new templates to show you. This is our Melon series. I finally do have melons. I like to call this guy our fat boy, this one the skinny boy, and this one the little boy, but they have real sizes. This is a 2 by 4.5 inch. I have a 2 by 7. This one was designed around the wedding ring quilt, or the wedding star quilt. I took this shape after measuring many different wedding rings and coming up with a shape that would allow us to put a melon inside of those and then wreath it out in feathers or whichever you choose. And then we have the fat boy. Here's a sampler I made using those tools. Here I played around with, first I just did a chain of the little guys, and I just chained him down real fast, and then I took the big guy over the top of him, just for fun, playing around, and got an interlocking effect going on, and you could picture what it look like if I kept going. Might make for a fun sashing or border. This, I just spun the little guy around a center point. Here's the little guy wreathed out. Here is my thin one wreathed out. The thin boy, I don't know. And then this one, I played with the fat guy and the little guy again. In fact, I'm going to show you how to get started on this one. We'll demo this, okay? Well, to start making that flower, I did find it much easier to first put down a quick stencil in these reference lines, the 8 lines for the star. It just makes it faster. It's not required you do this. It definitely makes it easier though. You could mark it with a ruler, just a couple of them. I just pounced them real quick, as you know, using the stencil and then the chalk pounce. Okay, to start this flower, I put a 2-inch circle in the middle because I need to butt each of those melons up to it. And I did find 2-inch was about the right size that I could get them in there real nicely. So let's do that real fast. And of course, it's easy to line it up with all these nice chalk lines on here. Okay, I'll stop right on the chalk line. So I don't even have to cut my thread. So then the next thing I did, and you could have your choice here. You could start with the big ones or start with the little ones. It doesn't really matter. So I could just bounce around this and put all these in. Since I have the chalk line, it's very simple to do. Or I could go in and put the big ones in first. This is the small one. I happen to have on, I happen to pick up the 1/4 inch one, but I have my ruler foot on, so that shouldn't be an issue. On this machine, I would prefer to use a 3/8 if I was using my standard foot. And it is nice even with this foot if I had the 3/8, but I'll just hold this carefully. And I haven't yet put grid tape on this one, brand new. So here we go. I'm going to go around. Whoops, I just moved her a little bit. That's all right. That grid tape really helps. Okay, in this case, all I would do is then just come over to the next one and go around. And so forth. I know you probably can picture this, and you probably don't really need me to sit here and do this for you. Ah, I bumped it again. Yeah, I definitely need grid tape on this guy. Okay, so I won't do all 8 petals, but I will show you what I did with these guys. So I only did the big one on the diagonals. Before or after you do the little one, it doesn't matter. So I'll go back to this one, to a diagonal, and I just slipped him in there. I kind of watched these, make sure I had about the same amount of overlap, because remember, your foot should hit just right there, because it's about a 1/4 inch. So I should miss those other petals, if I don't slip the ruler. harder to hold it without that tape. And I could proceed around to the next one and do it again. And in fact, I could do the big one and then do the little one without even moving the machine, and then bounce around. So as you can see, that's how I got that daisy up that we looked at up on the wall. So these rulers, these melons, are fun, and I know you could do a lot of things with them. They were primarily designed around doing feather wreaths and feather chains, but there's a lot of things you can do beside that. So have fun with them, and please send me your feedback. Thank you.